and local decisions. It's all right here in your community.
It's Friday, so Panther fans are thinking about our friends over at Riverside Grocery. Everyone knows about their catering that's good as grandma's, but their breakfast and lunch are becoming a Saline County tradition. Deer season's just around the corner, and Riverside's also your headquarters for feed and game processing. So whether you're gassing up or grabbing those essential tailgating supplies, Riverside Grocery has everything you need. Drop by Riverside and start your weekend right.
The Everett difference means we treat everyone with respect and honesty. Our customers know firsthand how that feels.
You are their main focus.
They're all working toward the same common goal, which is providing exceptional customer experience.
Everett has earned our trust.
Everett always gives me the best deal. Always.
Everett made it happen.
That's the only place we will ever buy a car from, ever.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? When you work with Caitlin King, your Edward Jones financial advisor, she focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together to create a personalized financial strategy to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Caitlin today at 315-5488. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
So as a kid growing up in Benton, I dreamed of being a football player for the Panthers. And once I got into high school, I got to live out that dream. And the support every Friday night from the community here in this place is really, really special. Now that I'm a mortgage lender, it is my turn to support you. If you are looking to buy a home or refinance a loan, come see us at Neo Home Loans in downtown Benton.
Tonight's game is fueled by Lane's Chicken Fingers, your local spot for crispy hand-breaded chicken, house-made sauces, and hand-spun milkshakes. Lane's has been serving up finger-licking greatness since 1994 and is now proud to call Benton home. Whether you're celebrating a win or feeding the team, Lane's is just around the corner. Visit us today at 2110 Highway 5 North, right behind Kroger in Benton.
For more than 30 years, Truman Ball Real Estate has proudly served Saline County, helping neighbors buy and sell homes while treating every client like family. Scott and his team at Truman Ball love Benton Panther Football and would be honored to be on your team too. Truman Ball Real Estate, where clients become family.
Is there anything more exciting on Friday nights than taking the field in front of your hometown fans? One of the most rewarding things about football is working with your team to move the ball across the goal line. My favorite part about football, though, is playing on a team. And when it comes to that, when it comes time to buy or refinance, you've got the team at Neo Home Loans to help you get across the goal line.
Midtown Plumbing services over 1 million square feet of commercial property in Little Rock. And they've also provided plumbing needs to thousands of residential clients all over Central Arkansas. Along with residential and commercial plumbing, Midtown also provides water heater sales, sewer repair, remodeling services, and 24-hour emergency plumbing. Midtown Plumbing, just a phone call away. 501-426-5900. MidtownMechanicalServices.com.
Merchants and Farmers Bank has become the local choice for many Panther, Hornet, and Saline County fans. The bank has local owners, local board members, and makes local decisions with senior management who live in Saline County. They are truly small bank friendly with big bank products and services focused on Saline County. Drop by the Benton branch at 146 West South Street in downtown Benton or the Bryant branch at the corner of Highway 5 and Spring Hill Road and talk to their friendly team members. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jones Heating and Air, located at 520 Edison Avenue in Benton, specializes in residential, commercial, and new construction HVAC systems and offers 24-hour service. Jones is a proud supporter of Benton Panther Athletics, the Saline County Boys and Girls Club, and youth sports at Benton's Riverside Park. Find out more at jonesheatingandair.com or call 501-778-3324. Allied Glass is a full-service glass shop located in historic downtown Benton. Allied Glass is a third-generation business and family-owned and operated since 1967. Mirrors, shower doors, commercial storefronts, tabletops, screens, plexiglass, and much more. For all your glass needs, call Allied Glass at 501-778-6244, located at 115 East Sevier in downtown Benton.
Welcome into Panther Live at Lost Pizza tonight for our 9th edition this year, Coach. It's hard to believe it's already into week 10 and the final game of the regular season. It goes fast, doesn't it?
It does. Sometimes I feel like it flies by, then sometimes I'm like, man, this has been a long season. But I guess so say it is when you're having fun, time flies, and it's been an enjoyable season. Excited about everything that's going on still, and we're in week 10 fighting for a conference championship and playoff seeding, at home. So it's always a good thing.
Yeah, and since you brought up playoff seeding, why don't you break that down for us, just kind of where things sit at the moment?
Okay. I don't know how familiar everybody is with everything that happens in playoff seeding and stuff, but right now we're sitting in first place with Sylvan Hills, and they've got Catholic this week, and they should win that game. And if they do that and then we win against Marion, we'll be tied for the conference championship. And we would share a conference championship, which is an awesome feat for us. It would be 3 in a row, which is a great feat. But we would also get the number 2 seed out of the conference right now. And right now Marion is sitting with 2 losses, El Dorado with 2 losses, Jonesboro with 3, and Sheridan with 4 in conference play. So right now, the 6 teams that are in the conference are into the playoffs are kind of there. It's just there's some possibility of some seeding changes. If for some reason we were to stumble and fall, we could fall to a 3 seed possibly. If one of the big games is El Dorado Sheridan. If Sheridan upsets El Dorado, and then Marion were to upset us, we could fall to a 3 seed, and Marion could jump all the way to a 2 seed. And so they've got a lot to play for right there with some other things happening. And if we beat Marion could fall all the way to the number 5 seed, and that's probably the most likely scenario with the other games. We've got to play a really good Marion team, but a lot hinges on that El Dorado Sheridan game at Sheridan Friday night. El Dorado's kind of the favorite. That game got out of hand last year, and it's going to be a tough ball game. Sheridan's been playing a lot of teams really close, and then some things happen and people pull away, but that's going to be a big ball game right there. Jonesboro's pretty much in. They'll play West Memphis, and it looks like they're probably going to be the 4 seed. Pretty safe to say there. And then if we beat Marion, Marion would drop to the 5, and then I think Sheridan's pretty much locked into the 6 seed regardless. And it looks like over in the West that Mountain Home is probably going to be the 3 seed unless they upset Greenwood Friday night. And then there's some things that could happen, go down to points and things like that. But looks like our first round matchup, if we can win, we would have a bye week and then play the winner of Mountain Home and Sheridan. So a lot to be determined, but we kind of feel like we have a grasp on it.
Simplest thing is win over Marion Friday, right?
That's right, 100%. If we win over Marion, we're the 2 seed, and we're co-conference champs. And if for some reason Catholic can pull an upset, we win and we could be the number 1 seed then. So and have it to ourselves. But the most likely scenario is us probably being the number 2 seed.
And you're there because you took care of business Friday at West Memphis, 49-19. And I tell you, we've gotten spoiled because it wasn't the cleanest game. It wasn't the prettiest game. but you win by 30 points on the road in conference, so you'll take that.
For sure. You know, we kind of get spoiled. We've talked about this in the past, and, you know, I'm guilty of it too. You know, I tell us all the time, but tell the guys, man, I don't feel like we played good. Some of the coaches will go, hey, we played pretty well. We still won by 30, you know, and we had a mercy rule intact and everything. But, you know, that's the coach part of me that finds the things that we need to work on, you know. But like you said, I don't really feel like we ever got into a really good rhythm the other night, and that's a lot to do with West Memphis. They're a better football team than an 0-9 team, I think. You know, they remind us a lot of what Sylvan Hills was like last year. You're like, how have they not won games? They've got some good-looking kids that play hard at times, and they just haven't been able to put it together in a game they had a chance to win. They had Marion on the ropes and had a chance to beat Marion and just couldn't put them away. The other night they played us tough at times, you know, gave us some different looks on defense, and then offensively they hit us for a couple of plays. Fortunately, we busted a couple of coverages they wasn't able to take advantage of, so that was good because we got pressure. But they're a talented team that's athletic, and we kind of told the kids that all week, and we warned them about, hey, a trap game, you're playing an 0-8 team, and we got to play with some enthusiasm and energy. And I don't think we quite had the amount that I'd like to see, but we go and when we win a ball game, we mercy roll a team on the road on Halloween night, and we come back and we set ourselves up for a big-time Week 10 game.
And it's also senior night.
It is.
This Friday. We're going to get our last two seniors in the spotlight here in a bit, but this senior class has 27 wins. They're 2 wins away from tying last year's class as the winningest senior class in school history.
We do. We actually talked about that today, Jim. You know, end of the year, you get some guys that start losing a little bit of focus. They're beat up a little bit. They're tired. And, you know, this is the time that you should be getting excited for high school football, especially a team that's in our position. We are in a position to win a conference championship, go into the playoff with a high seed, and compete for a state championship. And I really, really believe we've got an opportunity to do that once we get into the playoffs. I think the 6A is open. I mean, everybody's going to look at Greenwood as the favorite, but I know they lost a lot from last year's team. I really like our chances, and I talked to them about that today. You know, they're setting at 27 wins, and I asked some of the guys that, do you guys realize it? And there's some of the guys don't even think about that, you know, but they've won 10 games each of the past 2 years. They've been a part of 2 conference championship teams. They have a chance to be the first team to win 3 conference championships since I've been at Benton. And I don't know that there's many people that can graduate high school that can say, I won 3 conference championships. And that's a lot to talk about and have, you know, that you accomplished. And, you know, I told them today, if we can win 2 games, win this Friday night, that gives us 28. We win in the first round, that gives us 29. And then we win in the semis, it gives us 30, and then a chance to play for a conference or a state championship at that point. So we've got a chance to rewrite some records with these guys.
Yep, it's been a history-making season already.
That's right.
Let's make some more.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how about your players of the week for Friday at West Memphis?
All right, our Farm Bureau player of the week we always start off with is Carson Collett. Let's go. So Carson, let's go ahead and come up. And Carson had 8 receptions for 85 yards, had three touchdowns, and he was also 1-for-1 passing with 17 yards and a touchdown. So we felt like that impacted it. He's 1 of 2 on the year passing with a touchdown, so that's pretty big time. He's 50% completion percentage and got a touchdown to his name. So excited about having him back, you know, for all the weeks we've got him starting to play a bigger role in our team, so we're excited about that. Carson is also our offensive player of the week that was selected by the broadcast crew with those same stats, okay? Our defensive player of the week this week is Antonio Shelton. And Antonio, and you know, he ended up with 4 tackles on the night, 2 quarterback sacks, and you know, he and I had a little talk at halftime, and I think he'll be the first one to tell you he probably didn't play his cleanest game the first half, but the second half he was awake, man. He played really well in the third quarter, had 2 big-time sacks if you was watching the game that were big coming out of halftime to kind of shut the door on the game. But, man, I'm just super proud of what he's done for us this year. Is one of our defensive leaders and has had a phenomenal year for us, and we're excited to see how he finishes this year in Week 10 in the playoffs. Our special teams player of the week this week, we've been going with Gabe Wilbur, but this week we went with another guy, Jeremiah Wade. Jeremiah plays on all of our special teams. He had 2 solo tackles on kickoff coverage. Been excited about this guy. He's gotten better every week, man. And, he started out, he came to us in junior high. You asked him what position he played. I'm a punter, coach. No, you're going to play something else besides punt. And, he plays running back for us in JV. We're trying to get him over to the dark side a little bit, play a little linebacker maybe. He's done a great job covering kicks for us, playing on punt coverage, kickoff return, things like that. But he had 2 big-time tackles. Gabe left it in, didn't hit it quite as good, and he made 2 big-time tackles for us, so we're pumped about that. All right, our lineman of the week this week is our offensive center, Sam Harris. So Sam's playing a little bit, as you can see right here. He's one-handed, but he's got his good hands, the snapping hand. He's using that club in a good way for us on the offensive line. Graded out as good as any of our offensive linemen. We feel like his best football, he continues to get there every week and bring a better mentality, a better game for us, So thought he played really well Friday night. So, these are our players of the week. We've got 2 senior spotlights that we're going to look at tonight. And Gavin Betts and Roy Adams, I think, is back there. So excited to hear from those guys, and real proud of the effort that these guys gave Friday night at West Memphis.
Yeah, congratulations to these guys. Let's hear it for them as we take our first break, and we come back and we'll visit with Poot Collett and Antonio Shelton on Panther Live.
Elliott Electrical Incorporated is a proud supporter of Benton Panther Football, owned and operated by proud residents of Saline County. Elliott Electrical Incorporated is licensed in 16 states and counting, specializing in new commercial electrical contracting. We bring decades of experience and dedication that has allowed us to serve many communities for over 40 years. Go Panthers!
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Hi, I'm Miranda Kirkendall, owner and advanced nurse injector here at Solux Aesthetics in the heart of downtown Benton. I've had the pleasure of serving our community for the last 4 years. At Solux, it's not about changing who you are, it's about making you feel comfortable and confident in your own skin with the results that look natural and true to you. Whether it's Botox, filler, or skin treatment, I focus on results that look fresh, natural, and unique. I'd love for you to stop by and see me at 149 South Market Street or give me a call at 501-249-4177.
Need a car? Maybe a home? Maybe just a little vacay escape? Whatever your goal, Alcoa Community FCU has a loan for that. Great rates, quick approvals, and local decisions. It's all right here in your community.
All right, welcome back to Lost Pizza and Panther Live, brought to you by Legends MVP. We've got our defensive MVP from West Memphis, Antonio Shelton, and our offensive MVP, Poot Collett. And Poot, I'm not going to ask you about the nickname this time. We're not even going to go there. But, hey, 3 TDs receiving, 1 TD passing Friday.
Yes, sir.
4 touchdowns. What was your favorite, catching or the one you threw?
The one I threw, 1,000%.
Okay, why?
Well, we run it in practice every Thursday, and it's so iffy every week. Sometimes it's a 40-yard bomb or it's a duck way up behind the air. When he called the play, I couldn't feel my toes. I was so nervous. Then I'm not nervous for any other play, but he called that one. I was ready to go. I knew it was going to be a touchdown, and it's supposed to be a stock and go. But the corner stayed outside, and I was hoping he was going to break in. I threw it in, and he broke in, and it was there. So
yeah. Now, you and I were talking. We're going to correct Coach Harris. He made his first mistake of the season. You're 1 for 1 passing, not 1 for 2, right?
Yes, sir.
And the last time you threw a pass
was Marion last year.
For a touchdown?
No, it was for 30 yards.
30-yard pass?
Yes, sir.
So a little good luck charm right there. Now, Antonio, Coach did say that y'all had a little chat at halftime, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we were noticing we weren't calling Antonio's name a whole lot in the first half Friday. What was going on?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like I wasn't playing as aggressive. Like, you can see me on film fitting up the tackles with the guards that was pulling, but I should have just fit the outside tip, and I'm working on that during practice this week.
So the run fit, okay.
Yes, sir.
But then you come back in the second half, back-to-back sacks, and I think Terry and Dio gave you the collision of the game. You realize that you're going to be in Benton history because that's something that you created when you ran over the Sheridan quarterback. And we got a sponsor that is sponsoring that now. So not only did you get back-to-back sacks, but you got the collision of the game Friday.
That's great.
Yeah, so tell me about the back-to-back sacks. That was huge.
It was built-up frustration heading into halftime. Not playing great, and then the pick and the callback. Like, I witnessed Carson Conyers doing that, and it was horrible. So I knew it was going to be a flag, and I saw the flag, and I was just frustrated. Then the touchdown. Monster lost his eyes, and then Cordell just loses his zone. So at halftime, it was kind of frustrating because we're up, but it felt like we're down because of the momentum change.
Yeah.
So came at a half knowing that we had to gain that momentum back quick as possible because, like he said, West Memphis played close to Marion, so we had to fix that.
Yeah.
Came out there.
Very good. So, Poot, you and Will and Drew, kind of this trio, the last 2 games, the first 5 touchdowns on offense have been between the 3 of y'all. Drew throwing to you and Will, and then you got the touchdown to Will on Friday. You guys have been playing together since you were young.
Yes, sir.
I mean, how fun is this, you guys getting to do this as seniors?
Oh, I feel like, I didn't start playing football till 7th grade, which me, Drew, and Will have been together since 7th grade, which is crazy. But I feel like ever since then we've looked up to senior year, and like we knew it was going to be us 3 and how excited we were for this year. And, it's already week 10. It's flown by, but I think that we've done our best to not take it for granted, and we take in every moment before every game, and we take in every practice and have fun. And yeah, it's amazing. I couldn't ask for any better teammates.
Yeah, Antonio, I saw you shaking your head as he said that. You feel the same way?
Yeah, it's crazy already. Playoffs in 2 weeks for us, so hopefully for us. So it's just, it hit different, really.
Yeah. And here you said that 27 wins, 2 more. You'll tie last year's class as the winningest senior class in Benton High School history. How special would that be to get at least 2, hopefully more, Antonio?
It feels special. I ain't gonna lie. Bragging rights will hit different. Probably gonna be joining the PlayStation party and calling Walter and bragging. But
rub it in a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How about you, Poot?
Well, we had like the seniors talk with Coach Harris today after practice, and he was talking about how we already passed my dad and how many wins he had. And I think that, I could rub it in already now, but I think if we did that, I could rub it in even more.
Yes, sir. And get a state championship, something he never got too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I get to pop in at FCA on Thursdays, and I know you guys are in there every week. And I think that's part of what's made this such a special group. Tell me what being a part of FCA means to you, Antonio.
It's beautiful. Learn something new every time I go in on Thursday. Get to see how everybody feels about faith. Like Dakota Manchick, he's been speaking up very well. He's been doing very good. But it's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah.
Getting me closer to God.
And I know it impacts you guys personally, but the impact on the team, Poot, what do you think?
I think that it brings us all together more as a whole, and I think that, like, as much as we love football, going to that just brings us closer, and it's fellowship, and we learn more about each other and more about the Lord while right after practice and doing a sport we love.
It's awesome. So last year, y'all remember the Marion game. And it got a little chippy even before the gates opened last year. and y'all really made a statement with that win that sewed up a conference championship. What's it going to take for the PDC to finish strong Friday against a real good Marion team?
Just don't think we can walk in and beat them. Like, you got to express your dominance, especially before playoffs. You got to express as much dominance as possible so the playoffs teams that's looking at film can see our dominance. And we really need Marion out of there. I'm not trying to have Marion have no hope, because when they start losing, they lose all the hope.
Well, they did last year, so that's what you want to do again this year. So what about for the offense?
Like Coach Harris said, he said, use their talking as gas for the fire. And I think that whenever they do talk like that, it just makes us want to go out there and beat them more, and makes us lock in on all of our assignments and everything we need to do to beat them. And, yeah.
Very good. Pook Collett, Antonio Shelton, our MVPs in the win over West Memphis. We'll come back and visit with Gavin Betts and Roy Adams in the Senior Spotlight on Panther Live.
Need a car? Maybe a home? Maybe just a little vacay escape? Whatever your goal, Alcoa Community FCU has a loan for that. Great rates, quick approvals, and local decisions. It's all right here in your community.
It's Friday, so Panther fans are thinking about our friends over at Riverside Grocery. Everyone knows about their catering that's good as grandma's, but their breakfast and lunch are becoming a Saline County tradition. Deer season's just around the corner, and Riverside's also your headquarters for feed and game processing. So whether you're gassing up or grabbing those essential tailgating supplies, Riverside Grocery has everything you need. Drop by Riverside and start your weekend right.
The Everett difference means we treat everyone with respect and honesty. Our customers know firsthand how that feels.
You are their main focus.
They're all working toward the same common goal, which is providing exceptional customer experience.
Everett has earned our trust. Everett always gives me the best deal. Always.
Everett made it happen.
That's the only place we will ever buy a car from, ever.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? When you work with Caitlin King, your Edward Jones financial advisor, she focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together to create a personalized financial strategy to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Caitlin today at 315-5488. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
So as a kid growing up in Benton, I dreamed of being a football player for the Panthers. And once I got into high school, I got to live out that dream. And the support every Friday night from the community here in this place is really, really special. Now that I'm a mortgage lender, it is my turn to support you. If you are looking to buy a home or refinance a loan, come see us at Neo Home Loans in downtown Benton.
All right, welcome back to our Senior Spotlight with Roy Adams and Fabio Betts. Is that right? Yeah, so there's the original Fabio, big brother, sitting over there. And he's cut his locks, and you've grown them out, Gavin, to kind of keep that Betts family tradition on the Benton Panthers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dio used to get on Big Brother a lot on the broadcast about that. How's your senior year going, Roy?
Pretty good.
What's been the highlight for you so far?
Just coming back off a knee injury, trying to play football, recovery, and yeah.
Yeah, and you injured your knee when?
In June, early June.
Early in the summer?
Yes, sir.
And has that been frustrating your senior year being?
Yeah, I'm a little mad it happened senior year, but God had better plans for me. He knew I needed to get closer to him. So, yeah.
Yeah, seeing the big picture. And that, good for you. Gavin, what about you, senior year?
Oh, it's pretty good. I'm just vibing in class.
Vibing?
Yeah.
In class? Does that mean you're making A's?
I try to.
Try to?
I try to.
So last week, one of the questions I asked was, who is going to wear the most creative costume for Halloween, and you were called out.
Yeah.
So then I come over for FCA Thursday, and I see you going through the meeting room with this sequiny shirt on, gold. And I thought, is that your Halloween costume? What did you say?
It was my 18th birthday, so I wanted to go all out.
All out on your 18th birthday. Yeah. So for the people who didn't get to see it, tell them what this outfit was like.
It was just like a really bright, like vibrant gold shirt I wore. I wore it for Spirit Week. It was for Decades Day, and I did like a disco theme. So yeah, I ended up wearing the shirt again.
One disco ball away from it. So Roy, you 18 yet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you wear something like that on your 18th birthday?
No, sir.
Didn't go there.
No, sir. It didn't go.
All right.
Way.
So let's do a Panther most likely. Who is the Panther most likely, Gavin? Maybe next year, not this year since it just happened, to remember your birthday. You got a teammate that would remember your birthday?
I'd probably say Dawson Daves. Dawson Daves for sure.
Dave's all right. Mr. Taylor Swift back there. All right. Roy?
I got Mason Akery.
Okay. Why him?
That's just my best friend since he came up here.
All right. So y'all tight?
Yes,
He'd
sir.
remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you could trade positions, Gavin, with anyone else on the team, who would it be and why?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say Avian Beard. I want to be at the line.
Want to be a nose man?
I want to be at the nose man.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You got to play on the line Friday, didn't you?
I did, yes.
What was that like?
My heart was racing because I've never been on the line before. I've always been kind of snuck back there in the sidelines, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
So I look at the roster, and you're listed as a kicker, but I think you've played receiver. You got D back the other night for one play.
Yeah.
And then they moved you to defensive end. You just kind of hopscotching all over the field, right?
Yeah. It was really fun. I didn't do much kicking, but I'm just glad I got to have fun.
Absolutely. So, Roy, you're a cornerback through and through, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm
That's all right. I've been called worse. So if you could trade positions with anybody on the team, who would it be and why?
I'm going to say Antonio, linebacker.
Like to be linebacker?
Yes, sir. Big dog.
And why?
You know, linebacker players, they make big plays. They like the control of the defense.
Yeah. Make big hits and run over quarterbacks after they pick off passes, right?
Go score it.
All right. If you were stranded on a deserted island, Gavin, what Panther teammate would you most want stranded with you?
I'd say Kaysen Wright.
Kaysen? And why Kaysen?
We've been friends since we were like third grade, and so I think we could bond pretty good.
Okay, bond pretty good. Would he be able to get you off the island, you think?
I think so. He's a redneck, so he could figure something out.
All right, Roy, who you got?
I'm gonna say Messiah Holloway.
Messiah? Why Messiah?
He's chill. He know what he's doing.
Okay, he knows what he's doing. All right. Who do you think the Panther most likely is that could to eat the most slices of pizza at one time at Lost Pizza? If you put a couple of pizzas in front of one teammate, who you think would eat the most?
I'd say Jimmy Morales.
Okay, Jimmy put the pizza away.
He can eat.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Avian Beard.
Avian Beard,
yes,
the nose
sir.
guy, the guy you want to be. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to ask this question again because I've asked this the last 2 weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. If you had a conjoined twin, a teammate that you were joined at the hip with for life, who would you choose, Gavin?
I don't know. Probably Kaysen again.
Kaysen?
Yeah.
So you guys are tied.
Yeah.
All the way back to third grade. Very cool. Roy?
I pick two.
Huh?
I pick two.
Okay.
I would say
conjoined triplets. All right, go.
I'm gonna say Messiah Holloway and Mason Akery.
Okay, that's your boys right there, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your plans after high school, Roy?
After high school, I'm gonna get into the trades like doing welding, plumbing, stuff like that.
Man, that's good. That's good. Good for you, Gavin.
I want to be a firefighter. And maybe one day open like a pizza restaurant or something.
Open a pizza restaurant?
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe Panther Live at your place in the future. All right. Gavin Betts, Roy Adams, two great Benton Panther seniors tonight. We'll come back and finish up with Coach Harris right after this.
Tonight's game is fueled by Lane's Chicken Fingers, your local spot for crispy hand-breaded chicken, house-made sauces, and hand-spun milkshakes. Lane's has been serving up finger-licking greatness since 1994 and is now proud to call Benton home. Whether you're celebrating a win or feeding the team, Lane's is just around the corner. Visit us today at 2110 Highway 5 North, right behind Kroger in Benton. For more than 30 years, Truman Ball Real Estate has proudly served Saline County, helping neighbors buy and sell homes while treating every client like family. Scott and his team at Truman Ball love Benton Panther Football and would be honored to be on your team too. Truman Ball Real Estate, where clients become family.
Is there anything more exciting on Friday nights than taking the field in front of your hometown fans? One of the most rewarding things about football is working with your team to move the ball across the goal line. My favorite part about football, though, is playing on a team. And when it comes to that, when it comes time to buy or refinance, you've got the team at Neo Home Loans to help you get across the goal line.
Midtown Plumbing services over 1 million square feet of commercial property in Little Rock. And they've also provided plumbing needs to thousands of residential clients all over Central Arkansas. Along with residential and commercial plumbing, Midtown also provides water heater sales, sewer repair, remodeling services, and 24-hour emergency plumbing. Midtown Plumbing, just a phone call away. 501-426-5900. MidtownMechanicalServices.com.
All right, as we finish up tonight, Coach, you told me the reason all the guys left early, the dunk contest started at 7 o'clock at the arena, huh?
Right, yeah, they've got maroon and gray basketball game tonight, so a lot of the guys are wanting to go to that. And we actually got introduced. Dexter, Coach Hendricks asked us to come today, and they introduced us. They're supposed to do it at 6:30. I asked them if we can move it up to 5:30. So we got introduced at 5:30, and then a lot of the guys came over here. But the dunk contest starts at 7, so they probably want to see that and then see the boys scrimmage and everything. So they need to go support those guys too. That's a good time. Always the theme for Benton Public Schools this year that Dr. Nail brought in was One Panther. You know, and everybody be supportive of each other and things like that. That's what he's preached. So it's good to do that. You know, I've always been like that. I want to share athletes, and I want to be there and support basketball, baseball, all the different sports that our guys are involved in. So a lot of fun.
Yep, and a couple of fun seniors, Gavin.
For sure.
You know, guy doesn't lack for confidence what he wore for his birthday to school. And then Roy, I'm just real impressed with his maturity and perspective to go down with a knee injury in June.
Right.
And hang in there with it. I mean, that takes a lot of courage.
It does, and I always hate it when a senior gets hurt like he did, you know, right at the end of spring football and had to have surgery, you know, in first part of June. And Roy was really coming on, and we kind of hoped that he was going to help us this year as a senior at corner. You know, he ran really well, you know, before he had the injury and was getting stronger. And he just had that injury. He hadn't got back full speed yet. You know, we're trying to utilize him a little bit, and he understands that. And he's really tight, like he said, with Messiah Holloway. They're kind of mirror images of each other. And you see Messiah's had a lot of success this year for us, and we were hoping that Roy could have done that too. And then Gavin Betts, I mean, if you ask the question who the clown of the team was, that would probably get the most response, and everybody loves him because of that. Friday nights, you know, the backstory, he's always coming, Coach, can I play linebacker? Coach, can I play receiver? Coach, can I run a go ball? You know, I mean, he's always wanting to do something like that, you know. So Friday night we gave him the corner, you know, and he forgot to cover the guy that went deep. So I got him off the field real quick, and he goes, Coach, can I play D end? I said, sure. So we put him at D end, and I think he got his eyes pretty big on that one. But I love him, man. He's fun to be around and everything. Today, Daniel Christensen, he comes and does our JV offense and defensive player of the week, and then our scout team offense and defense. And JV season's over, and he asked me, he said, Coach, can I present another award, just a practice player, somebody that brings a lot of pride and energy to practice and stuff. And I gave it to Gavin today for a couple reasons. For what he did Friday night, man, he just happy to be a part of the football team and help out however he can. But today, man, I don't know if he's told Dad and them yet, but he hit 2 field goals from 50 yards today.
Nice.
So that was awesome in practice. And now he had a little bit of wind behind him. He may leave that story out, but he had a little wind and everything. But he hit them firm, man, and he did great there. And he's always got a smile on his face, and he's always wearing goofy costumes when it's dress up day. And he's a Benton Panther, man. He loves it. So we gave him that. I think he got a Gatorade and a Snicker bar today for that. So if I'd have known Daniel was giving that out, I'd have taken it, But love those two guys to death.
Yep. So it's Crittenden County round 2 Friday.
Right.
You got the win over West Memphis, and now you got Marion coming to town. And, as I kind of mentioned with Poot and Antonio, they kind of touched a nerve before the gates even opened last year.
Yeah.
And that didn't go real well for them.
No.
I remember a pretty fired-up Brad Harris that got the troops fired up last year.
Yeah, that it strikes a nerve with me a little bit, when teams do that. And as Gavin said about Casey, the redneck comes out in me just a little bit. I'm from small-town Arkansas, but had to do my best to control that. But I just think it's disrespectful when teams do that, when they come in, you're not bothering them, you're not talking to them, you're just taking care of your business, and they walk through the middle of your huddles or they walk through the middle of your team, start talking trash to your players, to our players, and to our coaches, and it's just disrespectful. And, we told the guys it was a lot of fake energy, and it ended up being fake energy. They didn't want anything to do with us whenever we got rolling, and I told the guys today when I talked to the seniors, the only thing they did was pour gas on the fire. There was going to be a fire last year. They just poured gas on it and ignited it even faster. But we hope that's what happens this year as far as us starting fast. Hopefully it don't take them coming into our huddle or walking through us to motivate us. Hopefully, we get out, we come out of the locker room ready to play. That one of my big things is let's get off the bus. Let's play football. It's time to play. They put the ball down. There shouldn't be any Coach Harris having to motivate you. That should be the motivation, and that's what we have to have Friday night, because we're going to play a very athletic football team, and they have a lot to play for, and we're going to have to do a great job on both sides of the ball and special teams and everything. But if they happen to do what they did last year, it'll be gas on the fire again for us, and we'll get them right.
Yeah, you look at their roster. This is a massive team. They have 9 guys over 300 pounds. Their offensive line averages 309.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the biggest offensive line we faced all year.
Yeah.
And then a lot of speed at the skill spots.
O-line is big. They're not the big 6'4", 6'5" guys. I think one of them's 5'8". Then there's another one 6'1", but they've got a couple 300-pounders, and they rotate 6-7 guys in, and all of them are big kids, So we're going to have our hands full up front. They'll even go a 6 lineman in the backfield, kind of an H-back, big guy, try to run at you. They've got 2 very explosive running backs, and Rico Ward. Yeah, Rico Ward and Jeremiah Dent. 2 really good players, man. And their quarterback's athletic. He's 6'3", probably 180 pounds, athletic kid. Got a couple receivers outside that can take the top off of it, can really run, So we're going to see a really fast, athletic football team. On defense, you're going to look out there and you're going to see one guy that looks like a defensive lineman. The rest of them are athletes. They've got a nose guard. They've got 2 nose guards that'll play 55 and 99, bigger body kids. But then you're going to see guys that are anywhere from 6 foot to 6'3", 200 to 230, playing 2D ends and linebackers. They get after it. They can run. We don't want to challenge them to a relay race. I promise you that. We're going to have to play really well. The back end of their defense is maybe where they're not quite as talented, but that box play, they're good up front. And so our offensive line's going to have their hands full. We're going to have to do a really good job handling that pressure that they bring. Some nights they're bringing 6-7 guys. Then sometimes they back off and play coverage. If they play coverage, that's awesome. We love our matchups, things like that. But we're anticipating a lot of pressure early to see if they can try to overwhelm us from an offensive standpoint. And their offense, we got to do a great job of tackling. If we don't tackle and give them second opportunities. They're going to hit us for big plays, and it's going to be tough on us, Yeah. So we've got to do a great job with fundamentals of football and tackling and blocking this week. Win the line of scrimmage, control the line of scrimmage. I always tell the guys going into a game, hey, we either need to control it or dominate it. This is a week we got to control it. We don't feel like we can dominate these guys up front, but we do feel like if we're playing well, we can control it, maintain the line of scrimmage, and that gives us a possibility to throw the football down the field with a good quarterback, good receiving core and stuff. So, and then from a defensive standpoint, we got to control it and let our guys run to the football and make plays.
Yep. And then you've got the intangible of it being senior night, and a lot of guys want to finish out their regular season schedule with a win as their high school career kind of coming to a close.
For sure.
Hopefully we've got a month left.
That's what we hope. I really feel like I like our chances, and I feel like we got as good an opportunity as any team we've had the last several years to play over Thanksgiving. And but we need to win this week. It's not ever good to go into the playoffs on a loss. We need to play well, and we've got a good team. A couple years ago when they redrew the bracket, they set it up like this to where the top two teams played in Week 10. When we won the conference in 2022, and Marion finished second. So we've played each other the last couple of years to see what it's going to be about. And it's meant opportunity to play somebody for a conference championship. This year it's going to be the same thing. We can win, we can share it or possibly win it depending on what happens. Last year, if they won it, they had a share of it, and last year we could win it outright. So it's going to be a big-time game at our place. They came here 2 years ago, and we got on them early, so hopefully this year we can do the same thing.
Yep, 171-46 the last 3 years,
right.
So let's keep that ball rolling, huh?
I agree 100%.
All right. Panthers and Patriots Friday night at the Palace. It is senior night. Festivities will begin at 6:30 and kick off at 7 o'clock. Also, the junior high season concludes on Thursday as Benton hosts Bryant, the 8th grade game at 5:30 with the freshman game to follow. So 2 great nights of football. Come on out to the Palace Thursday and Friday and cheer on the Benton Panthers. For Brad Harris and the Panthers, I'm Jim Gardner. Thanks for joining us tonight for Panther Live from Lost Pizza.